So I wanted to show you my quilt, the sunflower quilt that I was working on. I got it all put together. It was a challenge, but we did it. I wanted to show you some of the quilting. I got half that sunflower done, little bee. Some of the letters are quilted. I'm working on the border now. This is what's in the hoop. I'm stitching in the ditch. So I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing. So, here I'm stitching in a ditch, if you can see where I was working. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet with the little side border patches. I might knot this, just quilt around the border and then knot in here. I take embroidery thread and I'll knot it like every 3 to 4 inches. So I haven't really decided on that yet. I just kind of decide things as I go. So what I was either going to do that or I was going to draw lines in them. Sometimes I'll just draw straight lines and make a nice little stripe design. Other than that, I'll just quilt around the borders and I'll quilt all this in the center. And then we'll decide what else I want to do. Sometimes I don't decide until I'm halfway through the quilt, and then I can go back and do different things that I want to do. And sometimes I have it all decided ahead of time. This was a kit. Kits are nice. They supply you with all the fabric that you need, but they supply you with the exact amount of fabric. So there's not any room for mistakes. And the pattern, the instructions that they gave me with this particular quilt top was a little confusing. So I'm not used to putting quilts together with a kit design. I usually make my own design up, or I have a book of quilt designs that I use, and those instructions are a little easier. So what I did was I tried to cut out all my pieces. So I had all my pieces cut, and I did not have I didn't have enough for this white border that goes between each block. So what I had to do was improvise, and I had this little white, I don't know if you can see it, polka dot, where this is just a plain cotton white. But I had this, and I thought it would match nicely with the little dots in the other fabrics. So at least that worked out. I had something that I could use. It was the same bright white color, because some whites aren't as bright as others, and this is a nice bright white. And so is this. So I had to improvise and add, find something to finish up the borders because they didn't give me enough for whatever reason. Somebody must have measured wrong or something. And I've had this quilt for over a year, quilt top kit for over a year, so I felt like it's a little late to be complaining to the company now. Maybe I'll still shoot them a note saying that, double check your fabric before you send it out, because I didn't have enough. But I did have to cut all these patches out, and I have them all set out the way which I do this with my quilts anyway, I set them out on the floor to arrange them around the quilt so I know which piece goes where, so you're not sewing the wrong piece to the wrong section. So I didn't exactly follow the instructions because the instructions were all over the place and they were a little confusing to me. So I just improvised and worked with it as best I could and referred to the picture to make sure each block was where it should be, because even each of these blocks are different sizes. So you had to make sure you had the right block in the right spot so that it would match up. Otherwise, one side would be longer than the other because you didn't have the right size blocks where they should be. So, but I got it done sooner than I thought I was going to. You know, I just kept working on it. That's what you do when you're quilting. You just piecing something together, you work on it a little bit at a time. Same with quilting. You work on it a little bit at a time and you'll get it done in a timely manner. So I just, you know, take half hour a day or something and work on it. Sometimes a little longer if I have the time. And you eventually get it done. That sheep quilt didn't take me as long as I thought I was going to, because I would just sit in the evenings and quilt a little bit at a time. And I got it finished pretty quickly. So it's not that you have to sit and take hours upon hours, you know, to sew or to quilt, but just taking a few minutes a day, half hour at a time, you know, you can get it done in a timely manner. My videos is 7 minutes, but I usually make them around 7 to 12, or, you know, 10 to 12 minutes, because I don't want to drag them out too long and bore people. Also, a little bit of information at a time sometimes is enough. So if there's too much information in one video, sometimes that's a little bit too much at a time. I just like to keep them short because of that, and also it takes a while for them to download onto my YouTube channel. So that's it. I don't know how long it'll take me to do the quilting on this quilt. I'm actually working on another baby quilt upstairs. I'm piecing it together. So I usually have a couple projects I'm doing at the same time. I don't know why, I just do that. I work on one and I always have to have another one in the background working on it. So yeah, I'm working on this one for now, quilting it, but I do have another baby quilt upstairs I'm piecing together. And it is a cheater quilt, but I'm putting a couple borders on it to make it my own. So that's what I'm doing also. I'll show you that one too. I guess I should have brought it down to show it to you, but I just wanted to show you the sunflower quilt for now. And I guess I'm going to end my video here and keep quilting, have fun doing it, and have a good day. All right, bye.